Are you thinking of starting a new business, but you're not sure if entrepreneurship is for you? In this video, I'm going to go through 10 signals that will indicate you may be cut for this entrepreneurship lifestyle. Let's get started. Hi everyone, it's your girl Andra, and in this video I wanted to touch upon 10 things or signals or characteristics you may have embedded within you that will help you indicate whether entrepreneurship is for you. A lot of people may have decided to start a business during this lockdown or pandemic or 2020 in general, purely because most people may have lost their jobs during this time, or will have had a lot more time at home and decided, hey, I might as well utilize this time. This is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I want to just create another stream of income for myself, or being able to just broaden my horizons or learn a new skill or anything along those lines. So these 10 signals will help you realize before you decide to get started whether entrepreneurship really is for you, because we all know entrepreneurship isn't just a 9-to-5 or similar to any other 9-to-5. It's pretty much a lifestyle. Your work bleeds into or outside of the 9-to-5 time intervals, so therefore you must be prepared to change your lifestyle completely. You may have to change your mindset completely and pretty much become a whole different person if you decide to embark on this career path. So let's get started. Number one, you may know that you're cut for entrepreneurship if you dislike authority. Yes. So for myself, since being a child, and for yourself as well, you would have noticed from childhood, from school, whether we're talking about your parents, your teachers, or whether we're talking about your boss at your current jobs, whenever somebody's asking you to do something, you do it, especially if it's about a job. You have no choice, but you don't quite like that. You don't like someone telling you what to do, how to do it, constantly checking upon on your work and just kind of micromanaging you. Personally, I just hate micromanaging when it comes to myself. So entrepreneurship is a way to take control of that entire scene and just be your own boss and manage your time and all of that good stuff. So that will be your number one indicator. Number two, a huge one, pretty self-explanatory, but you all know if you want to become an entrepreneur, you must be very good at self-discipline. So you must be able to manage your own time. You want to be able to push through moments when you really don't feel like doing work or focusing on a task and your mind's wandering. You want to rein it back and be able to focus and get things done without someone like checking on you and making you do it. For myself, I've noticed even from preschool, I was very good at sitting down. The first thing I would do when came home from school would be to sit down and do my homework without no one telling me that. So things like that will help you realize whether you're made for this and whether you will be able to just surpass those moments when, and there'll be so many of them, trust me, where you feel unmotivated, but you have no choice. The work needs to be done, especially if you're a one-man band. You don't have a team backing you up. As an entrepreneur, you will have to just keep pushing so that things get done in your business. You cannot miss deadlines, you cannot ignore suppliers, you just have to keep going. So self-discipline is a huge trait that you should have as an entrepreneur. Number three, you may know entrepreneurship is for you if so far you've pretty much been unhappy with any job that you've been part of or career that you've developed for yourself and skills, because really, no matter the job, the location of the job, the boss, the team around you, you've always known that you wanted to be your own boss. You wanted to run your own thing. You wanted to work for time to put the money and profits back into your pocket, not in the pockets of a corporation or another family-owned business, regardless of who your current employer is. So for that reason, you know that if you've always wanted that for yourself, then you might as well give it a try, or else you'll live with regret your entire life wondering what if. So if you've always been unhappy in any kind of job that you've been part of, especially for myself, I've kind of changed 3 or 4 types of jobs in different sectors and industries. It's not like I've only just tried one, of course, so I encourage you to try a couple more before you decide, right, I'm done with all the jobs. But yeah, that's a good indicator that just doing your own thing in the sector of your choice may be a good life decision for you going forward. Number 4, you are a jack of all trades, master of none. This, for me, at first, I was seeing it as a disappointment. I wasn't quite proud of myself for that because I was feeling like I wouldn't excel in anything and I wasn't really particularly good at anything. So now I'm realizing that actually that is a great trait and it's something that many entrepreneurs have in common. So that means that's a good thing, because what you want to be able to oversee the entire aspects of your business. And at first, especially when you're a one-man band, you want to be able to teach yourself, even if you don't know something, just teach yourself and learn how to do the basics of marketing, video editing, social media, web design, anything that goes into creating a business in your niche of choice. So that's necessary. Those traits are necessary. So if right now you feel like all your life you've kind of just perused around the different areas and you know a little bit of everything but not quite excelling at something, that's a good thing. So just focus on what you want to do, get your ideas on a piece of paper and just start your business, because that is a great indicator you may be cut for entrepreneurship. Number 5, you are insanely independent to the point where you feel uncomfortable asking for help or someone just pushing help upon you. So if that's the case, then you may want to start your own business, because being independent, it just means that you love your freedom so much that you would do anything and wherever it takes to get that lifestyle, that freedom of movement, freedom of location, working from wherever you want, freedom of schedule. So if you want to work from 8 p.m. till 3 a.m. because that's how your sleep pattern is and you feel more productive in the evening, then you have the freedom to do that. And independent people usually strive in that sort of environment. So being an entrepreneur allows you to do that, and therefore being an independent person works hand in hand and so well with owning a business. Trait number 6, you're very happy and content spending time on your own. I do apologize about the light change, the sun is going in and out of the clouds. I've decided to use natural lighting. It's a nice sunny day here in the UK for a change. So yeah, it's what it is. If you're happy to spend time by yourself, then that's good in entrepreneurship, because you really can sit down and just drill down into whatever you're working. Even though you're facing difficulties, you can just sit there and research and find a solution. Spend as much time as it takes until you find a solution. So that's really why I believe entrepreneurship is for you if you are that kind of person. If you don't like that, if you always need to have an environment and people around you, then maybe a corporate job in an office is more suited for you. For that reason, you like to be surrounded by people. You need people around you all the time to bounce off ideas with. So that's why I flipped it on its side and thought that someone like myself who likes to spend and doesn't mind to spend many hours by myself, just working on whatever my goals are, then that's when you know. Number 7, you can and enjoy working from anywhere. You know, some people feel like they can't be productive working from home. There's been a lot of chatter around forums and on Facebook at the moment. I'm seeing everyone's asking each other, how do you feel about working from home? Some people love it, some people hate it. They need that motivation, they need that environment in the office to get stuff done. At home, they feel distracted all the time. For entrepreneurs, we don't mind working from home, a coffee shop. You know, you often see people with laptops having a coffee on a Saturday morning, and then you're wondering, what are they doing on their laptops? Well, most likely they are an entrepreneur and they just decided that they were going to get some work done on a Saturday morning, enjoying an espresso. So for that reason, that's when you know entrepreneurship and owning a business, that whole lifestyle is for you if you just can get stuff done from anywhere in the world. And number 8, you enjoy a debate and deep conversations on business life in general over meaningless chatter. So I've noticed personally, I believe must have been from secondary school, high school, that I personally wasn't quite finding amusing that sort of chit chat, that sort of just he said, she said type thing, or what English people call banter. You're not really talking about anything, you're just kind of like talking in the moment. Personally, I just love sitting down, having a drink or a coffee with someone and just talk about the future and talk about goals and talk about things that matter to me and to them, as opposed to just wasting time. That's when you know that you're just very good at like obsessing over a goal and just getting there no matter what. So that's how I've included this point on here. I hope you find yourselves within that. And yeah, number 9, you have always been motivated by growth and have always looked for the next big thing for you to tackle. That's when you know that entrepreneurship is for you. For a 9-to-5 job where it's very task driven or project driven, you have a task, you have a timeline, and then once you hit that, you just kind of like review and then move on to the next thing. And then you can be done with things. Well, it depends on the career, I suppose, but with entrepreneurship, you're never really done, so you don't have a to-do list that at some point it gets to the end and then you're finished with everything, and then you can relax for about a week until you get started with another huge project. It's not like that. It's non-stop, and it can go on for ages and hours in a day. So that's why time management is really important, and sort of balancing work-life when you're an entrepreneur. But that being said, you don't mind that sort of never-ending work style, because yeah, it's part of your business, it's your baby. So work even doesn't feel like work for you. It feels like fun. So that's why I've included this point. And I think that if you feel overwhelmed with constant work and things and new things coming at you as well, entrepreneurship, you never really like have full grasp of everything, you're always learning new things. If you dislike that, then perhaps entrepreneurship isn't for you. And number 10, last but not least, you know entrepreneurship is for you when you're a hustler, and you've always been a hustler. Hustler, in my opinion, means you know what you want, you don't know how to get there always, but you always find a way. You know where to find the resources and the information about how to get there, and then you take action, and then you fail over and over and over again, and then you get up. That is the number 1 trait of an entrepreneur. Failure is such a huge part of winning. A lot of people are scared of it, but if you don't fail, you can't get to your end goal. So that to me is the definition of a hustler, and you need to kind of have that either ingrained in you or you need to learn it. Personally, I don't think I'm mastering being good with failing just yet, but you know, if I want to be successful and achieve all my goals one day, then that's what's going to take. So I'm just going to continue failing until I get there, and try to enjoy the process of failing as well, which I'm still struggling with, but hey, we learn every day. So that was everything from me. I hope this resonated with you a little bit. This video idea and topic was supposed to be a live stream, but you know, my internet decided that it's not good enough for live stream, so I've signed up for faster internet, which is coming about 10 days or so. I should be having better internet, changed providers and everything. So in the meantime, I wanted to get this video out there for you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. All the information is down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.